every other day seems to work best for me because I have all these other things. And I'm also doing like Facebook Reels, and Facebook's basically paying me to do this as well. So I'm trying to kind of juggle things at the same time. I spoke to the Whatnot support team yesterday because I got my first sale on Whatnot, which was really awesome. Thank God, and I'm very happy for this. They also allow, if you guys need a platform or a place to perform besides having clothing that you want to sell, or game cards, or memorabilia of toys, all that stuff, Whatnot seems to be a very good direction. What I'm going to be doing is it actually live streams between Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, but I don't do Twitch because I'm not a gamer per se. But if you have Twitch and you're a gamer, that would be another approach. Whatnot hasn't paid me for this discussion, but I think it's important to talk about it. As a multi-diverse artist, I think it is important to identify a skill that you have, or a skill that I have, that I can utilize on all platforms. And they have allowed me, and actually I've done it for all the other live streaming, but this particular one is very interesting because you can actually link it with all three platforms that I mentioned, so it's global, which is great. So if you are a performer or a musician and you want to make a little bit of money selling your clothing, or have video games, or you collect music, that platform will allow you to actually sell and even promote. I'm going to do a live probably Monday where I'm going to actually get up and perform in front of like people on the channel, which I will broadcast, and I'm hoping to set up with YouTube so you guys can see me. Like, you can watch me perform. You can also watch me sell my clothing, and you guys can actually interact with me, which will be like a connection between the YouTube and the Facebook and Whatnot. So yeah, come join me for these like live streaming. I mean, I could talk fashion and I could do music. So this will be the next key into a new direction. I think anybody can do this. You need to understand how to unlock this. And production is one side, but you can always perform live and you can generate money by doing that. Like, Facebook will allow you to do something like that. So if you need to make money in the meantime while you're collecting your supplies and materials, online is the way to go, guys. I'm beginning to see a major outcome of progress just by doing this online. So as I spoke about, working on putting these parts together and a portable recording studio, also consider setting up something where you can live stream. So you could have like 3 or 4 different computers set up and people can see you in different directions or angles. And what's nice about Whatnot is if you are, say for instance, I've done it, I've filmed myself. Some of the clips that you guys have seen in prior videos are video clips from a live stream from Whatnot, for example. So I'm going to start utilizing those clips, doing small little tiny performances and putting those into video layouts. Poshmark doesn't do, like, you can't record yourself on a live stream. That doesn't exist on Poshmark yet. It doesn't happen on Jamble yet either. So if you're wanting to promote yourself and have live streaming, and Facebook stores all the videos that you do. So if you're connected to Whatnot and Facebook, well, and YouTube, I suppose YouTube also keeps all the videos of you doing stuff. That would be the connection between the supplies, the products, and sound and visuals. So yeah, I really think that this would be a good call to action for those who are wanting to build on a a lifestyle, a living, earning money online. If you have any questions and you want more information about Whatnot, I will send you the link, and I've sent links to the other videos too, of how to get involved with that. And because if you have a YouTube channel and you start building that up, and anybody can go live apparently on YouTube. So if anybody can go live, that means you might as well earn money going live, right? So that's the next thing. In Facebook, you can go live, and you can go, anybody can go live there as well, which is cool. So link the three together and you can generate money from the center core of what you're trying to do. Don't just look at it as music. I really honestly, truly think music is just one side. You need to see it on a bigger perspective. I've always made money doing things past the music. That's why I don't just focus on my music. I also focus on the fashion, because the fashion generates money too. If you have clothing that you're wanting to, like, you don't have space, like we don't have a huge space here, and you don't have space to put your clothing in a closet and it piles up, what do you do with the stuff? We have a new world of environmentally friendly concepts, which is where Poshmark, Whatnot, Jamble, I'm sure a couple of other platforms are out there to help people, encourage people from saving the environment. So environmental things matter too. And I'm all about environments. In fact, all the pieces, all the paintings that I do have recyclable paper. So I'm really about saving the environment in one way or another. So I think maybe consider that as an option. I was going to show you Whatnot on the computer, but it's not really working on there. I don't know. I think I need to upgrade that. But I'll show you what my Whatnot page. I've just started it, but you can see this is my Whatnot page, okay? And it actually syncs if you have like a Poshmark. So in order to get to this stage, you need to prove to Whatnot that you're able to sell stuff on a platform like Poshmark. And from there, and you have good standing, and from there you can link into Whatnot. So you need to start from one platform, and then you have Poshmark. I'm going to go into Poshmark. Here's my Poshmark page. This is just all my crazy stuff. But I'm a 5-star seller, as you can see. And I sell all sorts of things, from clothing to paintings that I make to garments that I produce. So I have all my spare time is built on building a company, a brand, my own personal business. And that's what you do when you start a business, is you're working through a journey. You're not just doing it because it's fun. I mean, it's fun. You're supposed to have fun doing it, but also have a goal. Set a goal for yourself. Direct your skills in a direction that you're capable of utilizing and developing a possible future for yourself, a direction. And if music is it, fine, focus on the music, but also focus on something else that will generate money in the meantime, because this doesn't always generate money in the meantime. This is a process, a work in process, let's put it that way. It's work in process. And it takes years to master the concept of production. And I'm still mastering the concept of production. So what you're seeing here are my older tracks that I made into MP3 format from both Logic, and I think some of them were from GarageBand. MP3, and then downloaded it onto my iTunes directly onto my computer. I can show people how to do this as well. And this music, for instance, this music you can actually use as your background music if you're, for instance, selling like cards or artworks or gaming things or clothing. I'm a clothing person. I sell clothing. And then on occasion toys and electronics. So I use my music, this music that I've downloaded many years ago, for my background music. And what I've noticed so far is that Poshmark allows me to do live shows. So you bring in a crowd, you bring in people through music. Whatnot, I spoke to them, like I said, they're like 100% all the way for musicians to come in and perform on their space. As long as you're selling items in some way, shape, or form, you could probably even have a band and perform. So what I'm saying is, don't just see your home or the internet as just like, oh, it's like equipment. Viral means you can actually perform for the world to see. I don't think it has to be a viral video per se. I think you just need to be out there performing and make yourself available to be viral. Being viral versus going viral. I think it's relative towards what direction you're trying to go in. I've never thought of going viral with a video, but I thought of a goal with creating a business that can be viral, that can be something you can take around with you around the world, that can be utilized on more than one platform. And this has now enabled the possibilities. So I am now going to connect the Whatnot shows, do the performances, have the clothing in the background in the space that you see here. So I switched the space between a production, like a music production space, into a clothing with my mannequins. You saw my mannequins on the other side. A clothing kind of setup where I am controlling everything within the space. So think about a studio as not just a recording studio, but a studio, a workstation. Like, what kind of workstation are you looking at? I can talk about how I'm going to set this up next, but I thought maybe it would be interesting if anybody from the subscribers who are interested in talking to me on a larger perspective. And I'm not a fan of TikTok. I mean, a lot of people do TikTok, but I am just not. I'm too old for that. I'm too wise to put myself in danger in a space that I'm not comfortable in. I'd rather be on Facebook. So I'm doing the Facebook thing, so you can always find me on Facebook. But if I'm going live on 3 platforms at once, that means you can reach me on any of them and it still links to Whatnot. So I really highly recommend just following. And if you need guidance with any of those discussions, let me know. I will go more into production in a bit. I thought this was a very important topic because everybody wants to make money. So I'm giving a solution as to how to make the money if you're a musician or if you're a designer and you're working from home and all of that stuff. All of these things I am. So therefore, if I can do it, you can do it. And I think you just need to be smart about how you're going to connect it. And the reason why I'm all technical is because I like to produce, and I have a thing for technology and I understand how to lock things in. Besides my husband being like a very highly qualified IT specialist. So I learn from the best. And yeah, I'd like to teach you guys. You guys just need to follow me. Subscribe, like and subscribe. I'm gonna post a video here of the discussion I had the other day about fashion and music. That's what I think is important. I think people need to see music as just one side of generating money. And I see it as just one side of generating money. So follow me on Whatnot. Get me on Facebook. You have me on YouTube if you're here. And just absorb what I'm going to be teaching you guys throughout the process. And speak to me. And I'm going to be doing live soon. So besides the Spotify track, I'm definitely I think we're going to go live before the Spotify track. It looks like it's all possible now. So I'm going to lock everything in, and once it's ready, I will let you guys know and keep you posted if you like the information that I'm talking about. I'm going past just talking about production because I know sometimes it doesn't make the money at the beginning. So at the beginning, find a source of income, and I'm showing you guys how to find the source of income. Just follow the trail. Just follow what I'm saying. Trust me on this. I've lived many lives and I know what I'm talking about when it comes down to this kind of stuff. and speak to you guys in the next one. ありがとうございました。